You know, I've said for a long time, since starting the Pursuit of Manliness, men need to be in community. If you will get in community, whatever size of community, but if you'll get in relationships with other high caliber men, it will expedite the growth in your life. If you want to take that to the next level, put yourself in a position where you are responsible to other people. But I was thinking recently, maybe that's not true for everybody. Maybe the idea of being in community isn't for everyone. So I started to think through the list. I think the guy who already knows everything, I don't think community is going to work for you. I don't know what Bible study or men's group or band of brothers or whatever you could register for that would work for you. Because, I mean, you already know everything, so what would that group have to offer you? And there's no way anyone coming to you could possibly grasp all the things that you already understand, so that wouldn't work. I think for the guy who knows in his heart that he's not willing to be honest with the group, that he's going to keep a distance, that he's even going to miss a little bit when things get hard. What I mean is, you're not going to show up to the study, you're not going to follow through, you're not going to, because you know, you like to keep that mysterious distance between you and everybody else. I don't think the group works for you. I mean, you're right. That's why you created distance. The group isn't going to do you any good. So that week you're going to miss. That week you're not going to follow through. And who are they to tell you that you should have been there, because they don't know what it's like to be you. Then there's this guy. The guy, for whatever reason, who is convinced the world is against him. The study's too boring. It's too difficult. They only talk about the same things, whatever. That's fine. Like, we're all going to have that. But this guy who believes the world is against him in some way has also projected that to his bride, and it believes, at least on the surface, his excuses of why that group didn't work and why they weren't good enough. They met too long, they met too short, they didn't talk about what he wanted to talk about, they didn't take his ideas. And so not only do you start to believe the world is against you, you have a wife who will allow you to wallow in that self-pity of, just didn't work for us, doesn't work for me. And you know as well as I do, it's probably time for you to move on to another church or another group or whatever. And you're just going to continue to repeat that process. I also don't think community works for people who just want to fix other people. You know what I'm saying? That person that wants to get in, and while you may not know everything, and you'll humbly admit that, look, I don't know everything, but you are also in a position where you will never be, quote unquote, fixed. You're the counsel. You are the lecturer. You are the great theologian. You are the great wild at heart man that lives on a mountain who tells guys what they need to do. You've never made a disciple in your life, but I have a platform, or I have a group, or I have a circle of metal folding chairs, and this is my chance. This is my chance to shine and show them what a man I am. Yeah, I don't think community works for those guys. You know, through the last 9 years, I've grown a lot. And my wife will attest to that. She'll note the differences. My kids see the differences. Let me tell you, the way that you genuinely grow is first and foremost humbly and daily surrendering to Jesus. There's no self-help. There's no 9 steps. I wish there was. Hey, I did my 9 things today. I'm better. Maybe. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you, when it comes to community, admit that you have something to add, but you have a plethora of things to take away. Through the years, just in Tribe, we have grown tremendously. I look back on those early sessions and say, we were just cutting our teeth. We had no idea what we're doing. Some of those men are still there, some of them are not. I'm thankful for every guy that comes through Tribe. I'm thankful for every guy that does 90 days of discipline. I'm thankful for every guy that's in the herd, every guy that's in the Quiet Life community that engages. We got a lot that don't, but every guy that comes to the men's retreat. I'm thankful for all those guys. Every single one of you has made an impact on my life in some way. And I hope in some small way I've been able to impact you. But we're better together. Some guys I take a whole bunch from. Like, man, that guy. Some guys, it might be a nugget of something you said, or a way that you carry yourself, or a prayer that you offered up, or whatever it is. Man, I'm always looking for that kindling to add to the fire, to help me keep growing. You get in community, you'll grow. If you engage in the community, if you show up, especially when you don't feel like it, especially when it's difficult, and especially when you want to take the shortcut, you want to tap out. You stop believing your own excuses and you start showing up prepared. There will be a big difference. I've said it 1,000 times. You will know there is a real, genuine difference in your life that affects the people around you when the people around you begin to notice the real, genuine change in your life. And you do that one moment at a time. Amen. I'll talk to you in a bit.